Coming to you from Maltby Studio at Slippery Rock University, I'm Morgan Koziar.
And I'm Kevin Achatola. Today we're bringing you campus events, national news, and sports, all here at WSRU-TV. Stay tuned.
Get ready to celebrate Native American heritage on Thursday, March 31st, 2016 in the Student Center Ballroom from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Native American Celebration Day will bring traditional singing, dancing, stories, crafts, and speakers.
On March 18th, SRU President Cheryl Norton announced to the Council of Trustees that the fees for things such as housing, parking, health center, and student center would freeze for the 16-17 academic year. Norton cited affordability as one of the main reasons for the decision to not hike the rates. Robert Taylor, one of the trustees, praised Norton for the efforts to keeping SRU as affordable as possible.
Did you know that most humans do not listen with the intent to understand? We typically listen with the intent to respond. Empathetic listening is not only emotionally identifying with others, but it's also known as seeking understanding before being understood. SRU is hosting an empathetic listening workshop on April 7th, 2016 from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. The location is to be announced. The workshop will be led by several presenters and will focus on teaching you specific listening techniques that will help you develop important listening skills in your personal lives and professions. Many opportunities to learn and have fun are available at this event.
You asked for it, SRU, you got it. Returning once again on April 10th, 2016, University Program Board is hosting their third annual Color Run 5K. Tickets are available at the Smith Student Center for $20. The race begins at 9 a.m. in the Abersole Recreational Center parking lot. We'll see you at the finish line.
The Love Your Body Fair happened on February 25th during Common Hour. The fair was designed to build up the positivity in body image. Our field reporter Haley Sweetland takes us there with the story.
My name is Hogan Myers and I'm an employee here at the Hogan Center, and this event is a platform for organizations to come out and say how you can specifically love your body.
Thanks, Haley. Slippery Rock University honored more than 3,000 students for winning the President's Awards for Excellence in Teaching and Academic Advising that happened on March 19th in Morrow Fieldhouse. The faculty and staff of the university mission are promoting excellence and engagement in teaching and learning. The Celebration of Excellence runs March 19th to May 7th and includes a variety of award programs and honor accomplishments. While this period of time is a whirlwind of activity, it is important for us to take the time to gather together to recognize and thank those who helped to make Slippery Rock University a very special place at which to learn, live, and work, said Cheryl Norton, SRU's president.
With the Pennsylvania primaries on April 26th, the deadline to register to vote is quickly approaching. Pennsylvania voters must be registered by March 28th in order to participate in the upcoming election. If you're looking to register, visit your county voter registration office or apply online at votespa.com. Remember, every vote matters, and one voice can make a difference.
For those traveling into Alleghany County, a ramp closure could affect your commute. The southbound ramp from Route 19 to McKnight Road in McCandles closed on Tuesday for 32 days. The closure is one of two major projects for McKnight Road this summer, according to PennDOT. The second project will be installing new traffic lights to help improve traffic flow. PennDOT says about 10,000 motorists use the McKnight southbound ramp daily.
We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, then tell you what's going on outside of Slippery Rock. Stay with us. A Seneca Valley middle school teacher was charged on Friday with possessions of child pornography. Authorities said Jonathan Brecht, 26, of Franklin Park, posed as a woman to an underage girl online and discussed meeting for sex. The girl, who turned out to be somewhere between the ages of 12 and 14, sent Brecht photos, but court records did not indicate that they were nude. Brecht voluntarily gave authorities his computer hard drive, which is where they found 3 alleged child pornography images he had downloaded. According to the courts, he was charged with 1 count of sexual abuse of children and 1 count of possession of child pornography. The school district suspended Brecht without pay pending further investigation.
A small fire at the Carnegie Science Center raised some alarm on Monday evening in Pittsburgh. The fire was reported after 7 p.m. and was under control before 8 p.m. Although 3 alarms went off, officials say the fire was only minor. The fire happened on the 4th floor of the facility, where a staff training demonstration resulted in something catching on fire. The center was closed to the public when the fire occurred and only employees were inside. All were evacuated safely and no one was injured.
Recently, a McKeesport area school district teacher's assistant accused of having sex with 4 students pleaded guilty Monday to statutory sexual assault. Michelle Mellinger, who is 49, was arrested last October for having sex with 4 teenagers, all students in the McKeesport area school district during the 2015 school year. The victims in the case were not in court for the actual plea agreement, but their testimony was read to the judge. Mellinger admitted using text to plan the meetings at her apartment in White Oak, picking the victims up and driving each one of the students there for sex. Channel 11 Renee Kaminsky reported that Mellinger texted one of the victims that he was on her bucket list. According to reports last week, Michelle Mellinger's ex-husband, William Mellinger, was charged with molesting 3 girls at a friend's house at his house in White Oak.
In technology news, the popular social media platform Twitter celebrated their 10th birthday on Monday with several nostalgic tweets from celebrities and everyday users. Among other nostalgic tweets, Twitter categorized a total of 9 tweets in their Moments section that took the social media platform by storm over the years. The hashtag being born, Caitlyn Jenner joining Twitter, Leonardo DiCaprio winning an Oscar, the first royal baby being born, Ellen DeGeneres' Oscar selfie, and Lady Gaga announcing her role on American Horror Story were among many moments that were listed in the Moments section to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the website.
Apple CEO Tim Cook went to Apple's Cupertino campus to introduce the new iPhone SE. The new model is actually smaller with a 4-inch screen. The last release was an iPhone 6s that had a 5.5-inch screen. The SE, though smaller, has the same processor and graphics performance as the 6s. The smaller iPhone is an attempt to appeal consumers of more pocketable devices. In 2015, Apple sold 30 million phones that were 4 inches or smaller. The 16-gigabyte iPhone will start at $399 and will be available on March 31st.
Are you lacking funds but feel as though you need a computer? Well, Matt Dalio has the inexpensive answer for you. For just $169, you can now have a fully working and functioning desktop computer. This new device will feature Linux-based software that will be easy to understand and will be able to deal with an uncertain or imperfect power supply. Also, the computer will be able to use your TV screen instead of having to buy a separate monitor. Dalio's plan could bring over 5 billion consumers in developing countries access to computers.
In national news, pop sensation Justin Timberlake is going country. Timberlake is set to collaborate with country rock band Little Big Town in 2016 on some of those band's new songs. This will be the second time in Timberlake's career that he will be featured on an upcoming country album. Prior to his collaboration with Little Big Town, the pop singer worked with country legend Garth Brooks. Justin has been dominant in the pop and R&B world of music, but is just beginning to show that his talent is widely appreciated amongst all genres.
A lawsuit between former pro wrestler Hulk Hogan and Gawker Media has caused quite a stir in the media. Over $115 million in punitive damages has been awarded to Hogan over a sex tape published by Gawker Media. Hogan, who went by his real name of Terry Bollea for the case, felt that his privacy was violated as a private person. The damages were awarded based on economic harm and emotional distress towards Hogan. On Monday, Gawker Media was hit with a $15 million judgment. Its owner, Nick Denton, was hit with another $10 million. The editor that published the video, AJ Delario, was hit with a $100,000 charge. Hogan's lawyer stated, "We are extremely happy with the verdict and Mr. Bollea feels vindicated. Our victory will also deter others from victimizing innocent people. This verdict now requires those organizations to respect privacy and if not, pay the price for failing to do so." Michael Sullivan, representing Gawker, said the $115 million judgment is punishment enough and is already far beyond their means. Sullivan also stated the amount of that verdict could already be debilitating for Gawker Media.
President Barack Obama takes the first trip to Cuba as a U.S. president in 88 years to make the trip. His first stop was an exhibition game of baseball between Tampa Bay Rays and the Cuban national team. Obama followed the game by visiting with Cuban President Raul Castro on Monday at the Havana Place for Revolution for a historic meeting between the two. Obama continues to pursue to talk to Cuban ruler regarding to the more human rights of the Cubans in that country. Since Raul has taken over, the ease of restriction on media and enterprise has slowly began to see a change for the better, but some would still like to see the change in the authoritarian government. President Obama is set to return later this week.
On Tuesday, at least 26 people were killed and another 130 are wounded in Brussels, Belgium. Another terror attack has ripped through Europe again. Brussels police have confirmed that 3 explosions have occurred. 2 of the explosions were reported at Brussels airport and 1 explosion was at a subway station. The Belgian federal prosecutor, Frederik van Leeuw, said that 15 were confirmed killed at the subway station and another 11 were reported killed at the Brussels airport departure hall. There is little known about who has done the attacks, but currently they are confirmed terrorist attacks. Security in airports, train stations, and any other form of major transportation has already been bulked up worldwide in order to repel any other terroristic threats spreading across the globe.
Debris suspected to be part of a plane engine was found on the southern coast of South Africa and is scheduled to be checked to see if it belongs to the missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, which vanished over 2 years ago. The Malaysia Airlines jet vanished on March 8, 2014 with 239 people on board while flying from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. An Australian-led underwater search in the Indian Ocean, where the plane is believed to have crashed, has found no trace. One piece from the plane's wings was found ashore Reunion Island last July. The missing Flight 370 remains one of the biggest mysteries in modern aviation. 2 more possible pieces of the missing jet were discovered in Mozambique and are being examined by an international investigation team in Australia. The search will end by June if fresh clues are not found.
We are going to send it over to Brian Carter for your weekly sports update.
The Slippery Rock baseball team headed out to Johnstown this weekend to take on the University of Pitt Johnstown in conference play. Slippery Rock was off to a rough start heading into the weekend after having a record that was 8 games under 500 on the year. The rough season continued as Slippery Rock dropped the first 2 games of the series to drop their record to 5-15. After a rain delay on Saturday, the baseball team had set out to California, Pennsylvania, to finish their 4-game series off at Council Energy Park which is originally home of the University of Cal University. There they had a split day while the hot bat of Tyler Waiters continued the first game, which got them the conference win of 22-4. The Rock Baseball Club is set for a 4-game series against Mercyhurst this upcoming weekend. The Slippery Rock University baseball team earned its first PSAC Western Division win against Pitt Johnstown on March 20th, 2016 with the final score of 22-4. The Rock brought in 10 runs just in the bottom of the first inning. They wasted no time putting runs on the board, which included Tyler Waters hitting 3 home runs. The Rock's offense continued to bring in runs as they scored 3 more runs in the second inning, 7 in the third, and 2 in the fifth. Matt Gordon, the starting pitcher for the game against Pitt Johnstown, was absolutely dominating the mound. Gordon threw 6 strikeouts over 7 innings while only giving up 7 hits, while there were only 4 runs that were brought in by PJ. Every Rock starter recorded at least 1 hit for the game. Jamie Dixon, head coach of the University of Pittsburgh basketball team, has accepted the job as the head coach of TCU. Dixon played for TCU from 1984 to 1987 and was inducted into TCU's Athletics Hall of Fame in 2007. Even though Dixon had a great record at Pitt and led the team to 11 NCAA tournament appearances in 13 seasons, he has been criticized. After losing to Wisconsin in the first round this year, Dixon was criticized once again on not leading his team past the first round. After being criticized over time, when Dixon heard of the TCU offer, he decided to accept. TCU has struggled over the year after being moved into the Big 12 Conference and looks to Dixon to lead TCU from the bottom to the top. Well, that does it for your sports update, SRU. I'm Brian Carter. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Brian. Well, that's all we have for you this week. I'm Morgan Koziar.
And I'm Kevin Achatola. Have a great week, Slippery Rock.
Great job, Kev.
Nailed it. Explode.
No, now it looks too awkward.